All right, there we go. Finally fixed that problem. Hopefully, it should be good for now. Just a little bit. Locate it real quick. There we go. All righty. So how's everyone's day going? Hello. How are you today? So right now I'm just using a really old deck that I've made about like 2, maybe 3 years ago. It got me field Marshal 3 times in a row. So after some adjustments, we're gonna go see if it can get me field Marshal again before this month ends. So we shall see. Hopefully my opponents give me a pretty good challenge. Let's give them the wrong idea, thinking that I'm an aggro deck. Funny enough, this deck actually is not centered around aggro. It's centered around a little bit of everything. So I already know how I gotta play this. I gotta make sure they don't have any boosters to use throughout this entire match. Oh yeah. Yeah, that might be a little bit of a problem. I'll just have to put that down real quick. I know, right? Ugh. I don't want to use that yet, but like I feel like I might have to. We'll see. So how's everyone's day going though? This is why I did not use the second Raiders yet, solely for the Seahawk. Also, let me know if the music is loud or if you can barely hear it. I don't want to like mute it, of course. Oh, you don't hear it at all? Ooh, let me go turn it up just a little bit. How about now? Are you able to hear it? That's good to hear. Glad to know your day's going well. I had to go to the eye doctor today. Got my eyes dilated. A little bit hard to see after that, but I'm managing now. I definitely need to get rid of that one. Here's what I'll do. It's too loud now. I got you. I got you. Okay, I got you. This, that. Almost made the worst call known to mankind. I think as long as I keep that Hellcat secured, I should be good for now. It doesn't have Blitz either, so I should be perfectly fine. Here's what I'll do. That. There we go. Now they have quite frankly nothing to do. Very desperate attempt. I actually did not predict that they'd have that. Alright, and that's today's first victory. Almost ended up being our first loss, but let's hope we stay on a roll for now. Alright. Hard to tell how this is gonna end up. Might be a Japanese forecast deck for all I know. Hmm. Okay. I can already tell how this is gonna go. So as long as I get rid of those, I should be somewhat fine. Those are not pretty to deal with though. Yeah, surprisingly, I still use covert nowadays. This one is really good, mainly because no one expects something to have that much attack. I wonder if like I recognize this before. Well, we're gonna get rid of you now. It does seem very familiar. Oh, I should check it out sometime. I used to do a lot of covert decks, but it just really fell out lately. I think about an expansion or two ago, it just became irrelevant. But it could still be pretty handy. For example, like that. My opponent did not expect that right there. Lost a pretty, I wouldn't say super valuable, but could have used it for something else. I don't want to be too aggressive here. Because if they have something that can board clear, I don't want to end up in that crossfire. Yep, all of that for one unit. Could have been used for something better. Ooh. I remember when credit denial was really useful, especially with one roof. I remember it was so bad it got sent to the reserve pool for a little bit. Okay. All I need to do is use the Kika and the key 61, and that's basically victory. Oh, no, I did not expect that. Now I knew they were hiding a nation. I thought it was this deck that someone in the card server was has been testing out with France. Generally thought it was that, but I suppose not. That was a lot easier than I expected. Let's keep on going. about to say, here we go with the matchmaking. Really trying to find me something. Sometimes I think whenever I'm a little too good with random deck strategy, it just starts throwing curveballs at me. I think about 5 matches ago, I ran into a Soviet tank focused deck. Never thought I'd see that in a ranked match. Oh, the RAF. I was thinking about using expansion, but something tells me to hold off for just a little bit. It's not fun, anyways. Wild chop. I actually don't have much skills against the Spitfires. I forgot that they brought back one of the Spitfires from the reserve pool. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna have to deal with that Spitfire now. Alright, that should definitely do it. Oof. Now I'm starting to regret not taking that nap earlier. He had about like 3 hours to do that nap and still didn't do it. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Should help out a little bit. really isn't much to do but just flood the entire battlefield in this situation and hope for the best. Okay. Actually, there's not much I could do here. Hmm. I don't want to move that. Gonna keep this one in the support line. Storm Division. Would not want that getting destroyed too soon. Even though right now it's kind of looking like I'm not gonna win this. All right, what's the play here? There we go. All right, thankfully I got rid of the troublemakers. So I should be good now. Wow, a Spitfire deck in the Big 26. Would have never thought it would see the day. Yep, that might have been a bit too much for them. It's another victory. Lately, I've been collecting these meme photos, and they've been so hilarious. Oh my goodness. All right, I don't know how this one's gonna go. I've been seeing a little bit of everything lately. I don't know what the goal was there. But now I kind of understand what they're aiming for. Expect to see some board clear now. Oh, or suppression. Okay. Oh, that's GG's right there. Hate to say it, but you weren't fast enough. I already destroyed your headquarters before you could even surrender. That was funny. I generally thought they had something going there, but I guess not. Who knows? They probably dealt a really bad hand, so can't blame him. I am not liking this one. I'll keep expansion, but everything else has to go. You know, at this rate, I might be able to get to Field Marshal. Just gonna force him to spend his credits. Oof. This might actually backfire. Dang, nothing useful. Oh yeah, fishing. How are those fan made cards coming along? I know you've been showing quite a lot of them lately. Alright, what's the strategy here? There we go. For a second, it sounded like I broke my audio. Yeah, it definitely sounds like it breaks whenever you commit the reserves. Hello. How are you today? Oof, that backfired a little bit. Here's what we'll do. Dang it. Another one. This deck is kind of following the strategy that I tend to use. A little bit of everything. I see. Another long day. I don't think I'll win this one. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Can't have your victories without your defeats though. So on to the next one. I definitely don't need you yet. I'll hold on to the rest of them. A lot of British decks out here. Nothing focused solely around Meteor too. I only saw Meteor once today. I know, right? Took a lot of time and a lot of effort, but I finally got those two. They're really nice. I'm actually looking to collect some of the other board items. A lot more board items and definitely more headquarters. Why is there a random influx in the RAF right now? Specifically the Spitfires. I think I already know what he's up to, so that shouldn't be too difficult. There's no we're gonna do all that just for one unit, right? Yep. Desperation, I suppose. Well, you definitely not live through that again. We're gonna make sure rescue crew is not on the board. Hmm, that might hurt a little. That's one. Let's see if I could bait that Spitfire into attacking a covert unit. Suppose not. We'll just do all that. Then we'll see what he does. You can only blitz to the headquarters so much until you actually have to focus on the units on the board. Ooh, okay. Hmm. I'm gonna get rid of you. That's not gonna work. Okay. We'll wait and see. I might just use to the last man. Okay, it's a prime time to use to the last man. What does he got? Nothing good. Okay. What else can I get out of that? Hmm. Not yet. I know. It's scary. I really need to get rid of those Spitfires. They're no good for me. Oh, actually, this is easy. I know. If I didn't make that call, I would have definitely lost. Yeah, no, there's not much you could do. Yep. Yeah, their only bet was to surrender. There was no way to hold on. On to the next one. There's been a lot of Spitfire decks this afternoon. I wonder why. This is starting to remind me about. Thank you. Yeah, this is starting to remind me about. I spent like a whole day just grinding to get the field marshal ones. I think I didn't have work that day, and this was actually the deck that I was using all afternoon. I think I only ate like lunch and then dinner, and then called it at that. And it was a straight right into cards. I'll hold on to expansion. Yeah, I don't know why. That's like the third time I saw Spitfire in ranked. So there might be some strategy that I'm just not aware of that everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, this is the best thing out here." But yeah, I've seen it quite a few times today. I don't think it's just testing either. There might actually be a strategy that's being used. Um, I'll actually use Imperial Research. I was thinking about pocketing it, or just using for the. I forgot what the first one was. The balloon bombs, since they're pretty good, but I'm thinking about actually using it. You might want to try again, thinking about taking the front line. I think I kind of see what they're going for. So they're dipping into the light tanks like the Panzers from Germany, and then using a ton of T-34s. Oh yeah, that's definitely the strategy going here. I don't know if I. Hmm. Let's use this and see what I get. This one, I don't know how to pronounce it. The Shogi detachment. It actually came pretty handy against T-34 decks, especially when it was rampant during the Covert era and Blood and Iron. All right, what's the play here? Ooh, that's funny. Okay. I know they can't do much. Thanks for the extra guardian, by the way. Knowing how to play, I'll just use you already. Throw you to the front line, and then see how the next turn goes. Oof. Horrible call. I thought he was gonna bait it with the guardian in it. Sometimes I wish I had first signal regiment like turn one. I guess close to mid is fine. And veteran? What in the world are they trying to do? Yeah, they're gonna destroy the first signal, so I already saw it. This no, they can't suppress. They don't have much suppression. They're gonna use something pretty heavy just to destroy that one unit. Ooh, close enough. Close enough. You never catch me using the 108th in this day and age. I feel like they're a bit too heavy. Way too heavy. I feel like he could have done something way better to deal with that unit. At least if I was the one attacking. I'll I'll develop and then we'll see. I want to give him false hope, make him think that I don't have to the last man. I want to try baiting something pretty big. Go on. I guess that's to the last man worthy. I'll deal with it. He definitely has like the KV1 for sure. Wouldn't make sense if he didn't have the KV1. Okay. We're just gonna use this. It has been a while. Hold on. They all cause zero cost, right? Yes, they do. All right, perfect. Hopefully, he thinks I'm aiming only for the headquarters so that he tries something different. Well, he's falling for it. Oh yeah, he's falling for it for sure. Okay, okay. Not gonna help them. Yeah, no, that's GG's right there. I had my doubts about the triple zeros at the end of the research. Maybe I'm wrong. Talk about build up though, and well crafted too. Kind of wish I knew what. Actually, I want to see if he even had AV1 in that deck. Let's see what he had. I mean, he had a KV1, but not the KV one, like this one. He didn't have that. I thought he'd have it, but he didn't. There was not a single order. No wonder. Anyways, let's throw that out. Keep on moving. I'm not too sure if I run into many decks that don't have orders. They're pretty rare. It's kind of hard not to have an order. There was someone that actually did it though. I forgot their name, but they ran like a deck with no order, so they were immune to Colossus. Wow, imagine using Colossus only to get literally nothing. It'd be really humiliating if your opponent still wins too. Kind of makes me want to try out making a deck that has only orders. Ooh, okay. Okay. I see the strategy. We'll just... Maybe that's an overreaction. Yeah, I feel like that might be an overreaction. We'll just throw that down, take the bond, and keep moving. Oof. Maybe that was an overreaction. These Garrison decks, man, they could be really troublesome. Like right now. Don't want to be dealing against these. They're a real pester. Who knows? Might be able to manage, but I know for a fact they have a bomber somewhere in there. Oof. Yeah, we're gonna throw you out real quick. Definitely don't want you on the battlefield. I expect carpet bombing. Never mind. No copper bombing. They're really desperate to get rid of that unit, huh? Alright, that's a full battlefield. Oh my goodness. Okay, there has to be carpet bombing. There's no way my opponent doesn't have carpet bombing by now. We are going to... for sure get rid of you. That should do. As soon as I saw that shuffle, it would have been game over if I didn't destroy it. That might sting a little. Yeah, that might sting a little. We'll see. Yeah, I'm really expecting carpet bombing by now. I'm kind of scared that they haven't played carpet bombing yet. Either they really don't have it, or they have a really unlucky hand right now. That shuffle's what's scaring me the most, though. Oof. Yep, there it goes. GG's. I like how they waited for that one too. I feel like I should throw in a cheap air unit just in case. I'm not too sure. Like a fighter to be specific. Ambush. That one looks kind of nice. Ooh, let's keep looking. I originally thought about this one. This one looked pretty good. I'm not too sure though. Okay. It'd be very conditional. Not too sure. I don't see that much being used anyways. What do you guys think about this? The Kawasaki E10. The one that gets +1 attack. What the... I mean... I could use the Dina, but most of my units are 2 credits, not 1. Good? Hmm. I might have to give it a try. I don't know what to replace. Okay, okay. Not too sure if I should replace Swift Victory and maybe one of my expansions for them. I want to at least include 2 of them. Nah, there isn't much to replace. I don't use Swift Victory. I think I have enough expansion. I do want the gold one though, so we're gonna go fetch that real quick. Where are you? There you are. Alright, let's hope for the best. I wonder if I'll run into another Spitfire deck. I saw it 3 times by now. All I know is that I've been getting hit with decks that I have not been expecting lately. This might be a what's the guess? Blue Legion. We're just gonna throw that out there. This might be a Blue Legion deck. I think I only saw Blue Legion once. At least in today's stream. I only saw it once. We'll give him hope. How am I gonna... There kind of isn't really a way around that. I'm not gonna throw it on everything though. Well, no, because they don't... They might have some suppression, but not a lot of suppression. Not as much as Finland has. last I checked, Italy definitely doesn't have suppression. And there goes my signals. It was fun while it lasted. What turn is this? Turn 5? Yep, turn 5. And HG's already on 13. Let's hope they got something to counter. There it is. Where's Blue Legion at? That's the only card that I'm waiting on now. I really don't like that unit. If not dealt with immediately, they become a real problem. Hmm. Thought they'd move into the front line. I guess not. Alright, what's the strategy? There it is. That's what I'm wondering. I kind of need to get rid of that unit for the front line, so. Please don't stall the game. You can at least put down something. Anything would work. Just not nothing. There we go. The joke is that they definitely don't know what cover unit I have. It's gonna be a wasted Panzer. Yeah, something tells me they really were not happy about that. Who uses Kriegsmarine on someone that has like less than 5 cards in their hand? Matter of fact, for that, last rights. And then we'll see. You know, I actually don't see Salamander that much anymore. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't see Salamander that much. I guess it's meteor hysteria, I guess. Everyone's all over the meteor that they forgot about Salamander. Poor Salamander. Deserves better, that's for sure. And then don't get me started on the. I remember when the comment was just all over the place. That's not gonna work for you. Oh my goodness, what is he thinking? Um, let me check real quick. I forgot what that card was. I know when Alpine was all over the place, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, I've been playing since Alpine. I actually had like a really, really good Alpine deck. Maybe a little too good. I used to make a lot of my opponents rage quit on me. Man, imagine if they bring back Alpine. That'd be really funny. Oh wait, I know what you're referring to. It's that German card that gives 25 HQ defense but discards 10. No, I know. I know what it is. It just took me a second. Here we go. I actually really tried avoiding this one. When discard was the main, oh my goodness. I had a discard deck. I never had Germany as the main nation though. It was always Japan. But yeah, sometimes I'm not too good with names. I used the 248th Rifles, the Soviet 2-4, and sometimes I still forget their name. My guess is Garrison. This has to be Garrison. Oh, really? I should make an Alpine deck again and just go into Classic and see what happens. Hmm, I don't know. I think I'll wait. Yeah, something tells me to wait. We'll see what they have. Since they didn't play anything. There we go. That's what I was waiting on. It's funny how in some cases you can get the golden version of a card way before you actually get their standard one. Well, what's your move? You're already basically about to lose. It just clicked to me, but his HQ's at 6 defense. Oh snap! I could do something. No, I don't have enough credits to do it. It would have been funny if I used balloon bombs while I destroyed that with overpower and just pummel the headquarters. that's just gonna be a rock in the mud now. That's honestly all I really can do. Just develop my research. All right, what's the play? Because now you're just dragging it out now. Hmm. I think I actually don't think that might be worth it. Actually, we'll go for long lance. Nothing good. Okay, it doesn't matter really. I just got the 106 infantry regiment, so I'll be able to solo that unit as long as he stops buffing it. Please make up your mind. I can understand having like a strategy, but I feel like sitting around for too long is just time consuming. Right. Let's see. Oof. Yeah, no, we're getting rid of that. I'm so glad that the kangaroo transport doesn't count British infantry as tanks anymore, because that would have been a nightmare. It actually doesn't matter. As long as his headquarters is not guarded, I win. Oof. Oh no, I'm chilling. Wasn't there this called the HMS Halbert, the one that whenever your HQ receives lethal damage, it gives it +6 defense? I think that's what it was called. I'm not too sure though. The suppression. Oh yeah, that's GG's right there. Oh, he went into it with an idea. Didn't really work though. Alright, let's see what we're up against. Oh, please don't make it be the same opponent. I've had matches where I ended up against the same person I played like at least 2 matches ago, 2 or 3. Save that one for later. Ouch. He just got my to the last man. There's no way. Yeah, that was not nice of them. Hmm. I wonder what they're playing at. Really hard to tell. Turn 5 and already at 10 defense. Oh, I feel like that could have been used a lot better. This is gonna be fun. You know, maybe this deck is a little overpowered. Yeah, that's not going to save you now. How fast was that? That was turn 7 onto surrender. I think it only took damage because of bond. So, who would have thought? Oh, almost forgot to mention. I'm gonna take a quick water break. Should be back in like 2 minutes. All right, I am back, and now on to the next one. I actually don't know what this one is gonna be, so only one way to find out. Looks like it's gonna be an aggro deck. Oh yeah, aggro for sure. At least they're trying. I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste the shock. I know I'm gonna need that shock later, so I might just have to wait this one out. I know he's allied with Germany. There's at least the way he's playing. There's no doubt about it. We'll just we'll just wait patiently and see what he does. It's funny because he's also waiting on me to take the front line. Oh yeah, he's waiting. Yep. Okay. So I guess he really didn't like how I did not take the front line. If you're gonna just surrender like that. Alright, let's have a look at what I got. Pretty sure nothing too good. Yeah, I already have all these. Oh my. I wonder if I'm missing anything actually. Special. Okay. Special limit. Oh, I forgot. I did recycle some cards. It does make sense, and I'm missing some. I should try aiming for that special, whatever I'm missing there. I'll just start with one for now. Let's see if I got lucky. Oh, there's a chance. Uh, there it is. That's the one I've been missing. Alright, straight on to the next one. Hmm. Save you for later. finally give him the chance to use forecast. Hard to tell if forecast is the main focus or just an adjacent focus to what he's doing. Possibly adjacent. I'll have him reconsider that though. It's definitely gonna snipe my signals. No doubt about it. Oh, suppression. Might just move into the front line. I wonder if we actually got suppression out of it. Yeah, I'm not liking that. There isn't much I can do really. Oh, I could do that actually. Alright, what's the plan? There it is. Alright, let's see if I could win this one. That's not nice. Wait. Oh, that's only two of their infantry. That's the destruction on you. So I definitely need to get rid of you. Ooh, maybe I should have saved that one for later. Yeah, I can only hope and pray for it to the last man. I think that's the only way. If I don't get it by next turn, it's probably GG's. Yeah, no, that's GG's. Another one. Actually, I wanted to make a deck that had only orders. Let's see what I am working with. Now, the real question is, what should I use? Looking for ones that, at least add units to my hand or to the support line or to the front line, like Rooster, for example. Could go for that. And I could follow a Garrison approach or a Sissy approach. Sissies won't be too good without their supports. They'll be pretty bad on their own, so I guess not that one. Night Raid in the Big 26. Hmm. What's usually the ally nation for that one? Could do anything really. Here's what I'll do. Give it a look. Hmm. I really have no idea what type of strategy I'd use for an order only deck. Closest thing I have is my Destructo deck. It is US and France, but they have at least like 5 units. You know what? I might save that for another stream. Just to check it out. We're gonna do about like a handful more. Then I have to get some practice in for my next stream, which will actually be tomorrow. I'll be doing some sim racing for a program I'm a part of. I'm looking forward to streaming that. I think this is the second match I've ever started second, not first. I feel like that's a little early. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of you now. I already know what you're going for. Kind of glad I got rid of that Oxford so soon, because it would have not looked pretty if I kept that. Yep, I'll be doing some sim racing tomorrow. Plan on streaming it. Hopefully it goes well. So yeah, actually, right after I finish streaming today, I gotta start practicing. I might stream that in VC. Oh my goodness, my opponent really just doesn't want me to play anything. Wow, that was actually a waste. Kind of tired of this person's shenanigans though. Just holding out. Hoping and praying this works. I don't know. Something tells me he's gonna try preserving this, or maybe not. Definitely not. I'll just remove you. Let's move that into the front line. Definitely gonna lose this for sure. Hmm. No. I mean, thank goodness, because that would have been horrible if I had that. Hmm. Okay. A little bit of something. What in the world? What was the idea? Oh, I know what they're going for. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll just get rid of that. I forgot, what was that unit even called? The slashers. They were pretty good until they get suppressed. Actually, no, they were pretty bad. At least from my experience, they're really bad. All it takes is one well placed Lancaster, and then my match is over. Oh, oh, I guess not. Well, I'm destroying that. That's basically board clear right there. Close enough. The best thing I could do is try dealing with that pressing problem right there. What is he saving? Yeah, that's good. I'll move you to the front line. Please don't have a guardian at. Oh no. That's probably even worse. Alright, if I don't have someone with Blitz, that's basically game over. Give me something good. And nope. I don't feel like anything was wrong with my deck. Just was dealt the wrong cards at the wrong time. Just put in one more and then I gotta start practicing. So for the sim racing thing I'm doing, there's going to be two practices. So one tomorrow, one next Saturday, and then the actual race is going to be happening on the 29th. I have full intentions on streaming that. Let's put that away. Everything else is good. We'll save it for a little bit. Oh, wow. All that for a unit that would have done nothing to you? Genuinely thought he was going to destroy first signals there. I thought I'm going to need you. So we're going to throw that down. show you real quick. Hit that. Yep. Ooh. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. How many of those are they going to have? Yeah, that's GG's. Well, I suppose I'll be calling it at that for now. Gotta get some practice in. So I will see you all later.